Hey guys, and welcome to this Treasure Hunting Tuesday video. I'm Corey, the art archaeologist. So I've got these beautiful prints by Rachel, and her channel is Soul Rain Art, and her links are below. So you can go on over and check out her videos at her shop. She has some really nice, she's got these for sale, and then she's got all different kinds of products for sale, and all of her links are below. So I'm going to be using mostly this brown here. I've printed off two of these, and then I want to use this brown here, the smaller version of it. That's my idea for this project. So I'm also going to be using some of my grunge prints, and these I grunge printed and then I coffee stained these. So I do have these available in my Etsy shop. This kit is called Gorgeous Grunge Kit 1, and I have a video where I go through all of these. But the coffee stained ones here at the front, these were not coffee stained when I put them in my Etsy shop. I just did this for this project just to kind of pull everything together, okay? So here is the project. I've got this little canvas board from, it's an Artist's Loft product, and this is from Michael's. I buy these at Michael's, and this board here in particular is a 5x7" board, and you get 5 of these together in a pack. At least you used to. I have not bought these in a long time, so I'm not sure what exactly they have available there, but this is what we'll be using today. And what's so funny about this is I have been using this because I am at an age where I am going through menopause, and I am constantly have the volcano of hot flashes erupting within me. And so this has been my fan to calm the fires within. And I thought, you know, wouldn't it be fun to make this beautiful so that I could take this with me and have it fit in my purse and have it readily available when I'm out in the world, so that if I get struck by a hot flash that I can fan myself. It's gonna serve two purposes. It's gonna serve that purpose, and then I also, I draw an oracle card every day. Let me pull you in. And this is the card that I drew for today, Faith. And this card is out of this deck. I've had this deck for a really long time. It's called Magical Times Empowerment Cards by Jody Bergsma. And I'm sure you can find this online, no problem. I'm going to set up an affiliate for myself. I just haven't done it yet. So anyway, this card, I wanted to make one side of this just decorative with collage, and then the other side I want to add a pocket so that I can slide my daily oracle card into this, and then I will have my fan and my daily message all together, and then you can use the little pocket for whatever you wish. But that's the plan for this little project, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off, I definitely like this side for my base, and I like this grunge because it goes really beautifully with the brown of her prints. I also grabbed a piece of sandpaper, and the reason why is because this back piece is really slick. I just want to give this a quick sand and scratch it up just a little bit to give it some tooth. Now I'm also going to use this front part for my main collage, and I'm going to wrap this this piece all the way around. I'm going to come around with it so that I will have, when I go to make my pocket, I'm going to have a nice bit of grunge to butt up against whatever I make the pocket out of. So that's the plan for this, and I'm going to go ahead and play some music. First, let's go over the materials, and then I will play some music. I'm going to be using my Mod Podge mat as usual, and I've got my little container, my sauce container, and my little cheap paint glue brush. And then I'm also probably going to be maybe using my Yoo-Hoo glue stick. And then I love to have inked edges on my papers, so I will be using my Tim Holtz Vintage Photo Distress ink. And any other materials that come up, I will show you as we go. So let's go ahead and get started. just gives such an urban, like urban tribe vibe, you know what I mean? So we're going with this. I love to just go through the pages and kind of look at them and then, you know, wait for that moment, you know, that, oh, that's the one, that moment. So now what I'm wanting to do is I need to make sure this, I have a lot of Oracle decks and I have some cards that simply will not work for this because they're big. But most of my decks are going to work for me to slide my daily card in here. But what I want to do is make the pocket as absolute big as I possibly can. So I want it to be this top section of paper right here. So what I'm going to do is lay this on here, take my pencil, I'm just going to make a light pencil mark all the way around. And then I want a torn edge. So let's go ahead and take this big piece off first. And I'm going to use this, my Westcott deckled edge ruler. Thank you, Robin. Robin turned me on to this in one of her videos, is how I learned about that. So I'm just going to butt right up. I just want to come right inside my pencil line. And I'm going to go long ways first because I want to save what's left of this piece of paper here so that I can have as big a chunk as possible for another project. Okay, so I've got this beautiful piece and I can just come in here and erase that. Okay. That's kind of cool, but no, I love this. I love this. Now what I want to do here, this has the well, it's not. I'm going to pull it down. You know what I want to do? I want to have it, I was going to say I was going to straighten it, but I think I want that torn edge all the way around, so we're going to leave it. My idea for this, I might put a little bit of stitching in this. Maybe, maybe not. But first we'll ink the whole edge, and look at on these light papers what a difference that makes. Isn't that gorgeous? I love inked edges, love them. And I know I go crazy and I do it to everything, but I don't care. It's what I like, so I'm gonna do it every time. I like the vintage photo, and I really like black too. You know, black, I am not big into drama when it comes to people drama, but when it comes to art drama, I am into it. And I really love black ink because it brings the drama. So black inked edges and vintage photo edges are what I love. Okay, so now quick tip on this. When we are ready to glue this pocket down, you don't want to use double-sided tape, and Yoo-hoo I don't think will hold up. So I'm going to end up using my little bottle, I think, of Mod Podge, and just putting a thin bead of glue around these edges. Now I've got this square punch, it's pretty big, and I have a circle punch, but I don't really like the look of the circle. So I think, and I just need a little tab, I think what I'm gonna do is about like that. And then you want to make sure, is that my top, is that my bottom? I think I like that to be my bottom and this to be the top. So I'm going to eyeball it this way with my punch and center it as best I can. And I just want a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Good grief. It's not working for some reason. Okay. Okay, well, you know what? It worked a little. Okay, well, I'll quit fiddling with that. Forget the punch. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll mess with this later. Disappointing. See, now it feels like it's working right. I clean my punches out regularly. That is not working. Okay, that's all right. I like torn edge anyway. It did work just enough to kind of outline the tab, so I'm just going to tear it the rest of the way. Summer, this piece might not be holding up so well, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the black cardstock. But the thing about colored cardstock is over time it fades, so if you're wanting to put it in your art project, just know that if you're using cardstock like this for the color on a canvas or on something that you want to last a really long time, don't use the colored cardstock. Use painted paper or something like that, because this will fade over time. Okay, I definitely don't like that cutting across that whole piece. Not at all. Maybe if it were narrower. This is where I love collage, because I let myself, this is where I really get good at forcing myself to work fast, because I am the kind of person who will be like, all day long. And before you know it, I've done 2 things and that's it. Okay, I don't know that I like that crossing over like that. I'm blocking that. So I'm always trying to, I kind of like that, because then it kind of speaks to continuation. Yeah, I catch myself just hemming and hawing and all that. Oh, I like that. I like that. I think that looks beautiful, just like that. Well, let's go ahead and do these 2. So I'm not going to ink the black. I'll just go ahead and glue it on. I have a tendency, I'm really attracted to rectangles. I also just got a bunch of rectangle little wood tiles online. So I'm gonna be doing at least 1 video, if not more. Here's another problem. This glue might present a problem for me showing like that. I'm gonna do some tile videos, clay tile and wood tile, decorative tiles, because I love to put tiles in my artwork. Like this piece it wouldn't work for, but so yes, subscribe and come and make some tiles with me and all kinds of fun stuff. I guess this is gonna be a Corey chattering video after all. Okay, so I've got this little line that I've got this eye-shaped marking and this marking up here. Now I could flip it, But I don't like that because if I put it to where it lines up with this here, the mind really loves continuous stuff like this. It just kind of helps your eye to flow through the piece. So I'm definitely going to ink this little guy here. It's so funny. My sister and I were talking, and you know, I watch a lot of YouTubers that do a lot of botanical stuff. I'm very into botanicals, and 'tis the season for botanical art. And I was talking with my sister on the phone the other night, and we were talking about, she's a knitter and a crocheter, and she's very good. She designs her own patterns. So we're very different artistically, but we're both very artistic. You know, it's just in our blood. And it's so funny because I was telling her, you know, the little 85-year-old in me who loves flower prints is going crazy right now because there's so much botanical artwork out there. And I feel that way. I've got like the village people living in me. I've got the grunge artist that wants to look at nothing but grungy jelly prints and gears. And then I've got the little tiny old lady in me that just loves nothing but botanicals. And it's just funny. It's funny to me. I like to look at it like that. It's good entertainment, you know? Okay. So let's glue this baby on. That's a little wet. So here's the beginnings of a new glue sheet. I get more compliments on my glue sheets than I do the projects I'm making. Oh, sometimes I don't know what to think of that. It's like, oh gosh, don't you guys like what I glued? But you know what? It's fun because my glue sheets are quite badass, if I do say so myself. So, okay. My voice, you know, I'm 49 years old, but excuse me, I'm still going through puberty here or something. Do girls have voice puberty? I don't even know that we do. Okay. Ooh, I really like that a lot. You guys are catching me in rare form today. My dog's not the only one who's wound up today. I don't know what's going on with that punch. I've used it barely at all. I just took it out of the package, so I might be. I can't take it back because I got it at an auction. I was going to say I might be taking it back, but then I remembered where I bought it, and I can't take it back. So I'll just have to beat it up until I can make it work. I like the Fonzie approach. Whack! Okay, that looks pretty cute. Okay, right there is going to be beautiful. See what I mean? I can really sit here for a long time if I don't force myself to go fast. And I like the results I get from going fast because my intuition is much more in charge. You know, the planner in me can just chill out and relax. Now I want to be careful to not have glue ooze onto this black yet again because then I'll have the same problem. So I'm going to carefully run my paper towel along this line. Oh no, Corey. I'm getting too picky. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to do my best and then not worry about it. That is another con to cardstock, guys, that you will not have that issue with painted paper, okay? So just know that. And I don't really have issues with it with scrapbook paper either, so you're pretty much safe. So, and if your paper tears while you're gluing it, you can just hit it with your ink. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, so what I want to do now is, I really want the edges to be glued down quite strongly, so I'm gonna put kind of a thick bead of glue. And I'm gonna go as close to the edge as possible here. What a fun little project though. So if you are going through what I'm going through, here's a fun artistic little solution to get you through your summer hot flashes. I will have like 20 one day and then none for a week, and it is just so bizarre to me how that happens. This can be a bit of an issue here maybe. So I'll just toss another bead of it. Now this is definitely going to ooze, and I'm planning on it oozing because I want those edges sealed. I thought that was interesting when Nina Rabina said she likes her edges popping up, and I really do too. I prefer that actually, but this has just got to be, this thing is going to be used and used and used, so I can have my edges up on another project. So I've got a couple really fun jelly plate. I've got 4 jelly plate digs left coming up in the jelly plate excavation. So again, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't yet, because those are really fun. I have a background in faux finishing if you're new, and I do some faux finishes on the jelly plate, and kind of we explore new ways to use our jelly plates, and I really, really have been having such a good time with that. We've marbled on it. We made a Moroccan finish on it. What else? We did brick, old wall with the bricks, the stucco breaking away and exposing the bricks underneath. We've done some fun finishes in that excavation. And my excavations, they're art excavations. And so I'll just take a topic that has a lot of ways to explore the topic. So I call the topic the excavation, and then I call our little things that we do in it are the digs. So that's where that's coming from, because I am the art archaeologist. I like to dig up treasure. This is my idea of digging up treasure right here. And I've dug up a whole lot of treasure over the years. So here is our gorgeous little menopause fan. Here's the back pocket, and I'll probably have to just maybe hit this a little bit more with some glue and then weigh it down for a while and let it dry. And then here's the front. So it's nice and flat and simple and easy to put right in my purse. And Rachel's beautiful art is making such a nice piece that I can actually use for 2 purposes. I'm not going to put my little card in here right now, just because the glue in there is wet and I don't want to mess it up. But see, you can take, let's say you don't do oracle cards like I do. You could just take a little affirmation page every day or something and pop it right inside your little pocket, and then you'll have it, you know? I love to have something like this to give me a focus for the day. And today's is faith. And it's believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. So it's really just so fun to me to have a little sweet spiritual message to keep me grounded throughout the day. And I do pull one of those every single day. So here's our lovely little fan with its pocket, and I hope you enjoyed this Treasure Hunting Tuesday video, and I will surely see you soon. Have a great day.